Black Bodies in the Black Church is a book written by Kelly Brown Douglas that discusses the issue of gender roles in society for black women. Douglas starts the book off by describing how black women did not have agency over their lives or their bodies. There were strict societal expectations that black women were supposed to follow. If a woman didn't follow her role, it could be detrimental to the family's standing in society. Black women were supposed to stay at home and take care of the house and children. They were expected to be sexually pure as well. Black women were supposed to wear traditional clothing that was in no way revealing. Their sense of fashion was whatever their husbands told them to wear. The argument Douglas makes in her book is that blues music was a way for black women to take back agency in their own lives. Through blues music, black women could empower themselves. Upper and middle class black people felt pressure of being judged by white society. Black families wanted to be accepted into society so they could progress financially. This pressure of conforming to white society was felt heavily by black families. Black men in the upper and middle class would give their wives social training packets. These packets described how they should act and how they should raise their children. It seems simple. Stick to the script, take care of the house, and that's all black women would have to do. Living like this restricted the sense of self a black woman could have. They lived like complete robots and had no room or space to become in touch with themselves physically or emotionally. There was no space for a black woman to find her interests or passions in this type of society. Blues music represented something completely different. Blues music represented an outlet to independence for women. Black women thrived in the blues industry in the 1920s. However, they were looked down upon because they were not fitting into their societal role. The most famous blues singer from this time was Ma Rainey. Ma Rainey would wear provocative outfits with necklaces, earrings, and jewelry while she performed. She was comfortable in her body and was not afraid of any type of gaze. The following is a quote from the book describing Rainey. This pride of body self was also evidenced by the way in which she embellished her body on the stage and off of it. She was indeed known for being bedecked in extravagant, if not garish, jewelry. The point of the matter is that she fed the need and desires of her body. She responded to the calls of her body, not to the catcalls of others. Ma Rainey represented everything a traditional black woman wasn't supposed to be. She didn't listen to society or what any man told her. She dressed however she pleased and she acted however she wanted. A woman taking control of her life in a way like this was unheard of in the 1920s. Blues singers like Ma Rainey not only dressed and acted how they wanted, but they sang about whatever they wanted. The following is a quote from the book about the songs these women sang. Blues women sang seamlessly, without shame or restraint, about their bodies, sexual needs, desires, and preferences. End quote. Blues singers dressed provocatively and sang about provocative subjects. They were not afraid of talking about their bodies and sexual desires. It was liberating for them and for black women. For this reason, blues work was considered dirty and sexual work. Douglas argues that this critique is not accurate. Douglas argues that this type of work is freeing and liberating for black women. Black women like Ma Rainey are taking agency in their lives. They are in touch with their bodies and their emotions, and they have a sense of freedom and independence that no other black woman could imagine. Is washing dishes and cleaning bathrooms also not dirty work? Black women who fit into society and followed their role had no freedom, regardless of what people thought their work was. They stuck to the script they were given and did as they were told. Ma Rainey and blues singers wrote their own script and didn't give a damn what anyone else thought about it. The argument Douglas is making, I think, is a valid one. Black women who just followed societal norms had literally no freedom. There was no outlet for these women to express themselves, and they had no choice. I would say that blues music wasn't just freeing for black women, but women of any skin color. I think blues music was freeing for anyone who doesn't fit into society. Anyone who is told how to act and how to live their life is who this music is intended for. What these blues singers were doing with their music was taking control of their lives and gaining freedom. In the 1920s, society did not care what a black woman wanted with their lives. Black women were supposed to follow a script. Ma Rainey and other blues singers didn't care about a script and wanted to take agency into their own lives. Thank you.